Hi, my sweet David. Hi, everybody.
How are you, Charlene? I mean, I am so excited we're chatting. We've been planning this for a while. Welcome, welcome behind the velvet robe.
Well, thank you for having me behind the velvet rope. I mean, I guess I have all access backstage, right?
Of course. Now, how are you doing today? What's going on today in the world that you are in?
I'm doing great. Thank you. I will be babysitting my little grandson afterwards, but
That is nice. Now you're in Tennessee, right?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. Yes.
And you're a California girl, born and raised.
Born and raised and went to Hollywood High School. But I've lived in Nashville now for 5 years. My daughter got a record deal and that brought us out here. And I love Nashville. I love living here.
You do, you love Nashville and you love being a grandmother, I'm sure.
The best, the best, the best. So, but I've been able to work being here as well. I recently did a Hallmark Christmas movie, and last year I did a couple of Christmas movies, and so I'm able to work, which is great.
You got to listen. I love a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Oh, they're the best. I know. They're so much fun.
They're so much fun. And there's like you watch them and you're like, oh my God, all your favorites are in the Hallmark Christmas movies. You don't even realize they're coming. So that's good that you're was it always acting for you growing up? Like, did you always know you wanted to be an actress?
Literally from the time I was honestly about 2 years old. I remember it so well. I really do.
Really?
Yeah, I do. And I was obsessed with it. And we had a little black and white 19-inch or 17-inch, whatever, Zenith television, with the rabbit ear. You're too young. The little antenna that stuck up, and you'd have to hit it to get reception. And I just remember. I remember the year that Barbara Streisand won the Oscar for Funny Girl. She tied with Katharine Hepburn. And I just remember, to me, that was just the most amazing thing to see all these talented people that I loved so much. And yeah, I've been obsessed with it.
Wow. And your first film was Freaky Friday with Jodie Foster.
Yes, it was. And I was in high school. I was 15 years old. And on the audition, my character had to be able to water ski along with Jodie Foster. We were going to be water skiing together. And they said, can you water ski? And I said, can I water ski? Can I water? Of course I can water ski. I've won awards for water skiing. Of course. I never even saw water ski in my life. And I totally lied. And I get the part. And now, of course, Jodie Foster's a big star. So they had given her lessons and all this. So the day we get to film that scene so Jodie's right next to me. I'm supposed to be water skiing, and we're on the dock, and we're holding onto the ropes. She's holding onto hers, and I'm holding on, and it's the same boat pulling us. And I literally prayed one of those prayers that dear God, I promise I'll never do anything wrong in my life again, ever, 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 if you just let me stand up on these skis. So the boat took off. Jodie and I both went underwater. We all right, take two. We get up there. I said, please, God, please let me be able to stand up. The boat took off. I don't know how. I don't know why. I water skied. I was able to stand up, and they did the whole thing. And here I am water skiing next to Jodie, who had had all these lessons, and I'm water skiing. To this day, I don't know how or why, because I am as athletic as a toilet paper roll. I can't run. I can't jump. I can't do anything. I'm like,
Maybe it was just like divine intervention that it was supposed to
what?
work out, and like you're next to Jodie Foster. So do you have any memories of like Jodie Foster, or it was just like that scene and then I know how it is, like she's
Oh
kind of whisked off?
no, we worked through the whole movie, and my memories of her, because I was 15 and she was 13, and we had to have school on the set. And I remember Jodie was taking geometry in French. She was so brilliant. She was so smart. And just, she was just such a nice, normal kid. And just loved to have fun, and we would make up these stupid songs. To this day, I remember one of these things. I don't know why or what. I don't know. It was like boogers coming out of our nose or something. And she says, so we made up the song. It was the green thing. It was the green thing. It was the green thing coming out of our nose or something. It was like so. We were so just kids, and yet she's this brilliant actress and intelligent human being. But she was so nice. So yeah.
If you ever run into, do you ever run into her like at any point in the past many years?
I ran into her at a film expo. It was like a film exposition they used to have in Los Angeles. It was like a 3-day thing. You would sit in the theater for 3 days and you would sleep at the movies you didn't want to. Anyway, I ran into her there. I had already been on Dallas and she remembered me. But I mean, that's been 100 years. She probably would have no idea who I am right now. But yeah, she was amazing in
Well,
every sense of the word. Lovely, nice, kind. And her mother was amazing as well, being on the set. Her mother was really nice.
wow. Well, then your audition for Dallas came pretty quickly thereafter.
It
How
did,
did
yeah.
how did that audition come? Like, did you tell me about the audition process for Dallas?
Well, there was a magazine called Drama Log. It's called Backstage West now. And and you know, the actors back then, you would read it and it was like 25 cents. And if I couldn't afford the 25 cents, I would just go and read it in the, you know, at the 7-Eleven or at the grocery store. And I read that they were casting Dallas, and I read the list of characters, J.R. Ewing, Bobby Ewing, whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And then they get down and I read Lucy Ewing. It said, um, her, she's a manipulative little sex pot born with a silver spoon. Her parents left her to be raised by her grandparents at this very wealthy ranch. And I went, oh, I understand. This is my part. This is my part. I just knew it. And Barbara Miller was the casting director. Sadly, she has passed away. She ended up casting Friends, and she was amazing. And she had already cast me in Eight Is Enough and Code Red and some other shows. So my agent tried to get an audition. She kept saying she doesn't have enough experience. Charlene is too young. She's not right. So every day for like 2 weeks, I would sneak onto the Warner Brothers lot. And, you know, if a truck was driving by, I'd run alongside and I'd sneak in and I'd go to her office and I'd say, please, please let me read. Just give me the chance to read. So don't try sneaking into a lot. Anybody knows, because you won't make it on. The security is like so tight. But finally, after 2 weeks, they said, come back tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And I said, can I have a script to study sides? They said, no, just show up at 5. So the next day at lunch, her and her assistant, Irene Mariano, they were going to be at lunch. So I snuck into their office and found a script, stole it. I went through their desk, found the script, and I stole the script and took the script and went to my acting coach, Jeff Corey, and I worked on the scenes. And then I went and auditioned at 5 o'clock and got a call back. And anyway, I ended up getting it. But what I saw about Lucy was not just that she had all the money, but and she was running off with all these men, but she was trying to fill a void. Her parents weren't there. And because I was raised in foster care and I never met my father, and my mom was in and out of mental institutions, I understood what made Lucy tick. I knew there was more than just what was written on the page. And there was a vulnerability and Lucy was missing something, and I knew that. So I said, this is my part. I got to get it. And I did.
Did Barbara ever find out that you stole the scripts from her office and were?
Yeah, yeah, later.